up, everybody? Welcome back to DFW Metal Mayhem, the most brutal podcast in the Metroplex. Today is Memorial Day weekend, and that means it is Fort Worth Metal Fest weekend, and I am fucking excited. But we're gonna not talk about that because we're here to suffer the human condition.
Yeah!
What the fuck is up, guys? How y'all doing today?
Good, man. Chilling.
Hell yeah. Introduce yourselves and what you do in the band, please.
My name is Baron and I play drums.
Danny play the guitar.
Tim Beard, I play the bass.
Dustin, vocals.
Tyler, other guitar.
Awesome. So, get out your pens and get out your papers and get out your fidget spinners because it's time.
Goddamn fidget spinners.
It is time to learn some stuff with the human condition history. So give us the history, the formation, give us all the details, like just your whole history, how y'all started, like the clubs you first played at or whatever, man.
Well, the two OG members are these two guys right here.
Tim and I are the original members. Gone through a lot of lineup changes with drummers and finding good vocalists, and you know, I think one of our first biggest shows was probably the Rail Club. You know, but this is before these guys were in the band, and
Apparently some guy broke his knee there or something.
yeah, it's pretty brutal.
Wait, like,
brutal mosh pit.
oh shit.
Yeah, like someone, like some big guy fell on him wrong, and then
Damn, that's fucked up.
That's why you pick up people.
But all in all, I think this is the best lineup this has been. You know, we found Baron, I found this guy right here, and Dustin's been, we've been lucky to have Dustin. Works his ass off for us.
This is probably the guy who chugs the most honey in the scene.
Oh yeah.
Fantastic.
You know, it's arguably, I don't know, I haven't seen anyone else like straight up just chugging honey all the time.
But no, dude, it's a good thing to do.
Yeah, I mean,
Because-
really, just because, you know, just sealing up all the cracks in your throat and everything like that, you know, and it
And it
just...
heals up your throat too.
Yeah, that's true, you know.
It works. It
Yeah,
works.
it's antibacterial.
Exactly.
There you go.
Does honey beer do the same thing?
No, because alcohol dries out
the
your throat.
acidics from the
No,
beer
man.
fuck it up.
Damn it.
Fucks the shit up.
Fuck that shit up.
Damn it, I'm trying to make it better.
That's the way I heard about this, like when you're like doing vocals and whatnot, like your cords are warming up and shit. So if you put something cold and harsh, then it's
Yeah.
it's kind of like
Actually,
a band effect.
I was going to ask you, did you see that article that came out recently about how people who are singing quote-unquote wrong are actually reaping some benefits from singing that way?
I mean, through tone would be the only way, like, because, like, people who do inhales, like, say, like, Adam Warren from, like, Oceano or something like that, where his lows are just, like, crazy, like, what kind of demon spawn is that? Like it's just, like, crazy low, you know, it's, like, unearthly, but it's, like, it's because everything's getting toned inside here, so it sounds more, it has more reverb, more natural reverb that way instead of being projected out.
I don't want to get all scientific, but
I mean that's like the only way I can see that happening, but
Yeah.
but it's not beneficial for the throat.
No, it's not. It's definitely not. I'm still trying to learn how to do it from here. Slowly but surely, the Zen of screaming is something that I don't recommend because all they do is kiss her ass the entire time and there's hardly any lesson in it.
It's just the warm-ups.
Yeah, we actually learned a lot from that, but not from like, it's really like he says, the warm-ups. The warm-ups
Yeah, the warm-ups
work.
Yeah.
They really work, because I remember when we first, you know, started really playing a lot of shows, you know, sometimes we didn't get a chance to warm up, and man, you feel it. But me and him, we get together, we warm up, and then get up there, and I feel like I can handle any song. Even
Kind of
the
like
ones
any
where
type of warm up. You
Yeah,
know, physical
really.
exercise. They do a warm up. If you don't, you're gonna feel like shit.
it helps your
It's
endurance more than
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So if anything more than screaming technique, it's more about just, you know, again, like warming up and really it's just the mechanical basics is really what she was pushing forward, I think. Because I get what you mean. I think really what people fuck up on it with is what she's trying to say, because she doesn't come across clearly all the time.
She seems like she's someone who goes off on like a lot of tangents.
Yeah, but then she'll go off in different directions and kind of stray away from her main point.
Yeah.
But you have to kind of just pay attention to what she first says, and then she goes off on her tangent. But it's misleading in that sense. But
Yeah, I don't know. My slow ass had a hard time. I was like, what? What are you talking about? And like you rewind it again, I'm like, fuck it, I need a beer.
It's more than anything, it's the warm ups, man.
So, how would you describe your sound? Like, I mean, like I know labeling sucks, right?
Right.
But like if you had to like throw yourself.
I know that one of our biggest, me and and Tyler over here, one of our biggest influences is Black Dahlia Murder. So we get a lot of riffs that sound kind of like that. We've had people tell us, man, that progressive like Black Dahlia.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much just like progressive thrash or however you want to label
death metal.
harmonic death metal. I don't know
Melodic,
how you want
yeah.
to say it.
Yeah.
I think you guys have like a really interesting like perspective. I think you guys are like a breath of fresh air because
Thank
like
you.
because like a lot of people like, and this is the way like I prefer stuff being. So when you're hearing a band and you can't quite tell what genre they're like. Silver Tongue Devil is like an example. We've had them on recent-ish. Like where you really can't tell like exactly like it's hard to fit them on a genre. I think it's really cool when you have to actually think about like where do these guys fit,
Right.
because like I remember when we were watching for people who don't know, Skull Archer's debut show was actually with these guys, and
yeah, it was a kick-ass show. Is what it was.
yeah, dude, it was a lot of fun. And I remember me and a couple buddies because actually we were watching your set. And I've already seen y'all once before with Holocaust at
Current Club, yeah.
That's where I saw y'all the first time, and I thought y'all guys had really tight chemistry.
Thank
there,
you, man.
which is always good. Chemistry's the most important thing in a band. Don't forget. Go back to the old video and say that. But I one friend was like, they're good, but core's not my thing. I'm like, core? And then my other friend's like, no, dude, they're definitely more death metal. And then like they start arguing about it. It's kind of funny.
What's crazy too is like online, like I had in the same day within like 3 hours, I getting friend requests and stuff like that and telling people about us. I had one person say that we sounded like Old Winds of Plague, and then also within the same day saying we sounded like Under Oath, and I was like, that is two way different sides of the spectrum.
Broad.
Like that was just so weird, So it's just kind of crazy how subjective music really is,
Yeah.
And you really get that reality once you start putting it
It's all
out.
perspective. It's all how you see it and how you want to hear it.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
You should hear and listen with open ears and watch with open eyes because our scene is beautiful,
Mhm.
and that's why.
Yeah, we just like having fun,
Exactly.
playing
Oh,
kick-ass
yeah.
shows
Oh,
and
yeah.
meeting new bands.
Yeah.
That's kind of what we're about.
So when did y'all start this? Like how old? Like how long has Sub with the Human Condition been around?
I think with
2011, but this
Oh, okay.
lineup, 2 years.
Yeah, I would say 2 years.
2 years this lineup's
Currently.
been together.
Oh, okay. That's
Okay.
2 years of this.
I think it was only like a year with me being in it.
Yeah, he was the
This
newest
is your
member.
second
Yeah.
year.
this is gonna be your second year.
Year and a half.
Yeah.
Year and a half.
Yeah, we're in that
I
mark.
definitely
We're getting
remember
there.
my first show was last January. So
Which was at
Gotcha.
Reno's, right? I think our first show was at Reno's.
yeah, an expectation.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Shit was fun.
Backpedaling on the sound, I guess the best thing about a band like you guys who have a genre that you really can't fit in is like you guys get the opportunity to play with like a lot of different bands because your sound can fit.
Right.
So you get to play a lot more shows, probably.
Yeah,
So
so
a lot
like,
more variety.
yeah,
as
so
well.
like I could definitely see y'all be on a bill with like the Human Experiment, if I think I'm saying that right.
Yeah, which
Yeah,
we
which
have.
we have.
And then or like someone like Chemicals,
Mhm.
or so like it's cool that like
you can fit in a lot of
Yeah.
places where a lot of bands are like, okay, they're this kind of for this kind of show, but you guys can kind of fit into multiple
Right.
kinds,
Right.
yeah. But I mean, then again, I think you can argue that making a show just trying to fit the same sound for the entire night
Yeah.
kind of blows
Yeah.
because like, hey, let's listen to 6 black metal bands in the same night.
Yeah.
I mean, I like black metal,
Yeah.
but like.
It's just bombarding on the senses and it starts to kind of get mumbled.
And it starts sounding all the same.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And which if like like you can look at any of like I guess like the genres and like the scene, like thrash, like Electric Vengeance and Exploder sound different from each other, but they're still thrash. Like we sound different from like Chemicals per se,
Mhm.
So it's not. I guess what I'm trying to say is that we're different, but at the same time, you will start hearing those patterns eventually. So it's always great to get a good diversity, and that's what I really liked about our debut show was like it was really diverse.
Yeah,
You know,
definitely.
We played with thrashy bands and we played with the core bands. I mean,
Yeah.
a little bit of everything, man. We're down for whatever.
Even
Have y'all ever incited people to fight invisible ninjas in the pit?
No, none of that hardcore dancing.
Okay, I was about to say, well,
That's
I want.
probably one that we don't normally would fit with. I would say.
Yeah. We like people, you know, moshing like old school.
Yeah. All right.
where did that shit come from anyway?
It was like the Attack Icy Stars era. That's where it really started, I think.
Dude, I
Because that's when it
remember.
really started coming about.
I
Like in Fear and Faith and all those other bands. Like,
Oh my god. I remember. Dude, I remember.
which I love those bands, but I can't do it. I can't do this thing. I can't.
Yeah.
We went to a show at Andy's with to see Asylum, Wormchasm, Rob Obsidian, and a new band called Black Avum.
Yeah, Black Haven.
And Black Avum, so it was their debut show, so they had a lot of people there.
Right.
And it was crazy because they sounded like they were like technical progressive.
Yeah,
black
but it
metal.
wasn't even.
God,
it was
see all
nowhere
those
near
fucking
core.
words you have to put in just to describe a genre for me. Anyway, like people were moshing, and then all of a sudden, this one fucking guy just decides he's gonna fight this goddamn ninja, and like 4 more people decide, oh shit, he's getting his ass beat, let's all fight this ninja, and like we're standing in the middle of it. Nathan brought like these.
I brought my spiked gauntlets.
Yes.
And so I kind of just like was like pushing them.
Like you don't want this. And you know I'm a pit bulls prospect, so
Right.
like the moment I see that I'm like we gotta shut that shit down. So, like
Right.
I went in there and I just started like shoving people out of the pit, fucking moving around and like going in the pit and like what? Like everyone was so confused. I think they just brought like a bunch of like their hipster
Their
buddies.
friends, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
that, like, anyway, like they don't know a whole lot about metal, but this is our friend, man. We're gonna support him. And like, I guess like they saw like YouTube videos or something, like, oh, this is what we're supposed to do. Because there were some people there that were not dressed for the occasion.
Oh no.
They looked like they were supposed to go to like.
They wear like flip flops.
Were they wearing
Yeah.
rompers?
Bring on the rompers!
Yes.
We need to start a romper court.
No, don't feed it anymore. No, it needs to die. It needs to die.
I prefer the fidget spinners personally.
Dude, the memes are the best thing about the rompers.
Yes.
The memes are the best.
Yes.
The
thing.
only thing.
It was funny. I was at Walgreens yesterday down the street, and I was in line, and this lady comes in and goes, "Where are y'all fidget spinners?" And I was like, "Oh my god!" The lady's like, "Oh, sorry, we're all out." And I was like, "What?" It seems like that's the thing. Like a lot of places are like selling out of all of their fidget spinners.
Hey,
Like
dude,
sweet
dude,
merch.
Dude, Exploder is selling fidget spinners on their merch table. It is. I was so tempted to go to the ATM machine, plug money just for a fidget spinner. They're like, I will look like a fucking moron if I do that. We need to get back promoting these guys. So.
Trailed off there.
I don't know.
No, it's not my thing. I mean-
Fidget spinners, man.
I mean, that's like podcasts are organic like that,
No,
Like,
yeah,
I'm
no,
such
for
a
sure.
fan of a lot of podcasts, man, and I like when it's very organic and
Yeah.
there's no.
I
Like,
think Joe Rogan is the best example.
oh yeah, Joe Rogan's
Rogan-
podcast
Joe-
is pretty good.
Yeah, Joe Rogan's face is great.
When we had Protozoid on, we were literally, they all left to go in the middle of the podcast. I gotta take a piss. Oh, I gotta go do this. I gotta do that. And so just me and him sitting there like with the camera rolling, we're just like,
This is the best episode.
all right.
and like as soon as we said it, they all came back and like, oh, we're back. Like, oh my god, what the fuck?
I
But-
think I'm gonna take a piss.
No, it's fun, dude. I don't care. Like, see, the thing is, like, we don't edit. I don't think. I mean,
Yeah.
unless we have to edit something like some stuff that shouldn't be said.
Right.
We are just like like none of that episode personally is cut at all.
Keep it raw.
Yeah, just keep
Yeah,
it raw.
exactly.
Yeah, dude, no.
Exactly.
And see, I think that's like the
Which
best.
is that how he likes it. He likes to take it raw.
Yeah, like you're
Damn straight.
Love it raw.
In all different flavors. Wow. Okay. Anyway. One thing I noticed because we actually recorded the song before we actually started to talk. And one thing that I noticed in the vocals, we don't have to get into the vocals for the exact song, not yet anyway. You guys like to tell stories, and that's cool as fuck. So why don't we go into that? Like I guess like who does like lyrics writing in the band?
He does most of them.
I do most,
we throw in ideas and.
Yeah, but it's definitely a collaborative thing because whatever stories or whatever concepts that they'll come to me with, or we'll just kind of be bullshitting. We'll try to take it as a web and try to incorporate as many ideas as possible.
Mm-hmm.
But I really pride our lyrical content being well researched. So like I'll spend like 2 to 3 weeks researching whatever subject that we're gonna do as I'm writing the song. Like we have a song about Jack the Ripper, and
Man, we put a lot of work.
Yeah, I put a lot of work into that one. Like as far as like even analyzing like the letters that he supposedly sent the police and incorporating those into the song, and the day of the last murder, and kind of what his legacy kind of like staying England at that time. And it's just I just like our content to be well researched and well thought out, and it actually flow and be a story, and things not being set in a certain stone. Like I'm not writing choruses to be choruses. I'm not writing verses to be verses. We write down a song, and then we'll all go and like just start placing the lyrics and sing where everything fits.
Yeah,
So.
that's what I pride us on, is how well we work together. I might come to him with an idea. Hey, let's write a song about this, about the way we wrote No Tell Motel.
Yeah.
I was like, let's write about a hotel where there's like satanic rituals, or there's drug addicts. There's all this stuff going on.
So
at
pretty
this
much all
hotel.
hotels here in the Metroplex.
Pretty much, but we try to make it a little darker than that. I'll come to him with an idea, and then he's like, all right, and he'll write out a bunch of stuff, and then we just kind of edit each other, and then like write a story out, and then we'll be like, all right, so what are we gonna do? And we'll take a song and start setting the lyrics to the song, rhythmically.
That's awesome though, and like I think that's like the best thing like a band can do is like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love a song that talks about just fucking killing the shit out of somebody. I think we all do.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, like songs that like go into more thought,
Have
like,
some substance.
yeah, like it's always good to hear, like just like because like in School Archer, for example, like I write most of the lyrics and Tim throws ideas in every now and then. I really don't get it much from the others, but that's fine. We're completely fine with that. But most songs I wrote, we're telling we're like a part of a story going into a bigger one.
Right.
So I appreciate what y'all do on that end, just because
Thanks.
like I can definitely relate to it. But even though I'm still kind of new to the game, one thing I do want to mention is, I guess, the state of the scene, because we all have like a different like look into it. We all have a different perspective, and I think we can get a perspective from you guys a little bit better because you do play with all these different bands. So like, what do you think is like the state of the scene right now? Playing with all these bands and seeing like all these like different communities together. Because I've noticed like some communities are slightly different than others. Like this group set of people that hang out together with these shows, have like different tastes, different like feel for everything, and like this group of people does. Have you noticed that at all?
I mean, like the scene is definitely thriving, and it has its advantages and disadvantages too, because I mean, especially like with us being in that category, like we can play with so many different bands. There'll be nights where we'll play and we'll slay it, man, but it's just not the right crowd.
Yeah. Yeah, and so
But
there's not that the energy.
Yeah. And we're not the only ones that feel that either. I mean, like we've talked to other bands about it, and that are kind of within that our sound that's very progressive and not slam or like deathcore or anything,
Mm-hmm.
And so I mean, we're not the only ones that feel it, but at the same time, it is awesome to actually be able to play with these bands because a lot of them do have a good following. A lot of them do,
so it can kind of round you up some more fans.
I mean, it kind
get more
of
people to hear you.
Yeah, exactly.
Vice
Yeah.
versa,
They're usually pretty cool guys.
Yeah, they're all usually cool guys. So it's,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I really had beef with anybody.
I like how supportive all the bands are of
Yeah,
each
like
other.
Yeah.
it seems
Oh,
like
yeah.
everyone's
You know,
trying to
everyone,
stick
you know,
together,
just
know?
about every band we've met, you know, they've been really cool with us. You know,
Mhm.
everyone. I always see everyone trying to help each other. And
Yeah.
it's cool. It's great.
It's a sense that we have to stick together.
Yes.
Because 99.99% of the bands that are here, they do it for fun, and they really don't like. None of us are looking to make money. Because if you're trying to make money off this, you're in the wrong fucking thing. I don't know what the fuck you're doing. You know, I mean, we've made good-ish, you know, on our first two shows, but that's just because they're our first two shows. I'm completely prepared for like when we don't make jack shit. You know what I mean? And don't care because I want to get my sound out.
Right.
And that's the most important thing. And I think you guys get an advantage in that just because of like your lyrical content.
Well, I mean, hopefully, I mean, like our first lyric video collectively has like 1,000 views right now. It's went up a little over a month ago.
Whoa.
But
That's really good for Facebook standards too. Did you do any sponsoring on that? Or just
a
organic?
Mm.
little bit. We did with Pure Metal Collective.
Oh, okay.
And then we also worked with Fateless Empire International, and they're like an industry marketer basically. So like
Okay.
they'll go to industry heads and industry people, and like they send out like personalized newsletters and stuff like that, and with
shit.
bands that they collect. So it's like us and like 2 other bands from the U.S. and then bands from all around the world. They have like there's like some Egyptian metal band from Egypt, like that's gonna be on the newsletter. They have their website coming out in like July or something like that, and we'll be on there for like a few months. And it's kind of like a
Okay.
collective news feed and stuff like that.
That's
And
cool.
yeah, man. So I mean, like we busted our ass for that, and we're just kind of ready to knock out the last few songs on our EP with Russell Holler.
Oh shit.
Oh man, shout outs to Russell, man. He's the fucking
Shout outs to
man.
Russell.
For real, man.
He's the fucking man, dude. And yeah, so
So
we
is
should have
this-
that coming out pretty soon, though.
Ooh.
Pretty fucking soon.
Can't spill any specifics on it.
I mean, I can say before Halloween.
There you go.
Alright.
This is Halloween. That was stupid.
There you go.
I'm cutting that out! Cutting that out.
The first cut.
Yeah,
the first cut. And the first broken string.
If you have a third. I had to cut out some personal stuff on 2 previous occasions. Well, not personal, nothing horrible, but like I would rather that not be in.
Okay.
What, do you like long walks on the beach or something?
No.
I mean, what are we talking about?
It was a little bit more intense than that. It
Whoa!
wasn't no like iDubbbz level stuff, but it was a lot more. It was like, but at the same time, it wasn't kid friendly, I guess.
That's
Oh.
gotcha. That's the R-rated stuff.
Oh, yeah,
Stay tuned,
gotcha.
folks.
That's the snowflake triggering type level stuff.
Ah, gotcha.
Oh great. No, I just sheesh. So like, I guess now, you know, we because we still have like a good half year ahead of us, you know, like the summer's coming up, the fall, you know, a lot of good festivals start happening around here, like Fort Worth Metal Fest is happening there. What are your future plans for future shows? Do you have anything lined up or anything?
Yeah, we actually did a live video the other day. Just wanted to give people a quick update, and we actually have a mini Texas run going from June 22nd to June 25th, and the big June 25th shows we're actually opening up for Fit for an Autopsy.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So
Awesome.
At Curtain Club.
yeah, at Curtain
We're
Club.
excited for
So
And
Yeah.
for an autopsy, just released a new album.
yeah, they're doing like their first run for that, and
Oh,
it's gonna be us, Moontooth, Bridges We Burn, and I forgot what the other one is. I can't.
Oh, wow.
Sorry, I just blanked right now. But yeah, so that's gonna be cool. We're about to announce the other cities though for that little run, and so yeah, I mean we have that, and then we have a week-long tour planned for whenever we release the album. I've released the EP.
That would be sick.
So
Playing
that's all in
out
the
of town must
works.
be a lot of fun, like going to Houston and going to Austin, I guess.
It's gonna be our first time as a band going this coming month,
Ooh,
so
awesome.
so we'll let you know for sure.
That is really awesome.
It seems
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
this
lot
guy
of fun.
knows.
Okay.
Super fun.
I've
And
always,
this guy too, he knows.
I really want to explore Archer out, like around Texas. Probably go to Oklahoma too.
Yeah.
Because a lot of Oklahoma bands come down here.
Sure,
Yeah.
do it, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was it that we put? No, that was. Who was Brother Wolf?
Brother Wolf, yeah, they're not a band anymore, but they were from Louisiana.
Nah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That sounds like a familiar name.
Yeah, they were here, man, for quite a few
I
times.
played with them at Woodsend like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, I think they broke up.
I forgot my card.
Oh,
was.
it was without him.
I gotta go grab it today. I'll be like, oh, what
He
the
forgot
fuck?
his card at
Shit.
Oh
That
yeah.
shit's on tab, and I walked out. I'm like, oh, great.
Fuck.
And that's why they make you keep the card. They keep the card so that you don't walk out with your tab still open.
Exactly.
Because I've left my card several times at like Reno's and shit, so I know how that is.
They'll be like, thanks for that.
Yeah.
I'll put whatever tip I want.
Yeah.
At least put 15%.
But honestly, like the internet and like supporting the scene and all that is cool. But like, there's no better way to get people outside of Texas to hear your music than to just go there
Yeah.
and
exactly.
play your music for them and like get that eye-to-eye connection, personal going. You know.
Oh yeah.
Well, you get a way different, energy.
Yeah,
seeing a
it's
band
it's different
than
from
hearing
the
them
usual
on the
people.
album.
It's
Yeah.
a whole nother, it's
When
a
you
whole
see,
nother
when you see a band, jumping around on stage and you're like, man, these guys really rep their shit.
Yeah.
You know, and it's always awesome, I guess, or I guess you're speaking hypotheticals for the most part, going in, seeing a new crowd that's never seen you before, and they're like, and like, if it's a local show, they're definitely anticipating, like, what are these guys about? I know one good example was when I went to go see KTCM. It was like, I think Coffin Hoarder opened up for them. We had them on here. Electric Vengeance, Silver Tongue Devil. Who else?
I didn't go to the show, so.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You bitched out. And then KTCM, I heard a lot of good shit about KTCM, but since they played last, local shows, if you play last, you're gonna get probably the smallest crowd, if not or second
It
smallest.
seems to be
Unless
seems to be the new trend,
Unless
man.
you're a touring band and everyone's there to see
Everyone's
you.
there to see you.
Well, for the most part, yeah, but when we went to go up to Andy's bar, Rotterdam Obsidian had the biggest crowd. Like, it was packed in there, and they were the finishing band.
Well, I
Yeah.
just think that
But-
was more of the fact, like, drunken culture. Like, let's do
No,
Yeah, it is a college town.
But it does suck because, like, you're thinking, oh, we're a headlining band, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, but then you get, everyone's gone by the time you
Yeah.
start
Yeah.
playing. It's
Like,
fucking
it's just
retarded.
Like, I kind of feel like shit because, like, Skull Archer's debut, God, it was fucking packed. Like, that whole floor was packed and people were, like, trying to crowd around the first 2 or 3 tables. It's like, god damn, I've never seen this before. And, like, since we got off, like, 15 or, like, 20 people told me, hey, man, we gotta go, but it was
Yeah.
great seeing your band and all
Yeah.
that, man. Like, no, dude, I try to convince a lot of people, like, come on, man, stay, dude.
Cause-
Sick lineup.
Yeah, because usually it's good, just good etiquette to
Yeah,
stay,
really,
start
yeah.
to finish.
And you're already there.
Yeah, but
you paid $10.
Yeah.
So might as well as get it all.
I mean,
But
to,
like, to each their own. But
Yeah, for sure.
to a degree, I understand sometimes you having to leave early because some people work the next day or whatever. But for the people who are able to, you might as well just fucking stay throughout
Yeah.
the whole show.
Especially if you're a
Discover
band
some
playing.
new bands,
you
Like,
could see
it's
the
not
most
gonna hurt.
badass new band like
Yeah.
right then, and you
Yeah.
wouldn't know it.
Yeah, exactly.
You're there at the beginning.
Yeah.
But especially, I especially think that if you are a band, like I think band members that do shows, like stay for the other bands that are playing the same.
Oh, yeah.
shows.
Oh,
we
yeah, yeah,
We
we-
typically
yeah.
try to.
We try to.
There's at least
Yeah,
one or two
yeah.
people.
We have to
from
work or
us.
something,
Yeah.
come
Exactly. I mean,
together,
there's
we
there's life. And
Yeah.
that's,
exactly.
For life, everything else kind of takes priority. I mean, doing the band and everything is probably a big one, but there are other priorities that are much more important. And if you have to do those, and you have to choose which
Yeah,
one,
exactly.
so it's understandable.
Yeah.
So, but I think it's cool a lot of times when other bands, they're not even playing and they'll go and watch go to
Yeah.
a show and watch,
Well, I always appreciate any
Yeah.
band that comes see us.
Oh, yeah.
I think the people I've seen the most around
Cutthroat
are
Conspiracy.
Cutthroat Conspiracy.
Cutthroat
Those guys go to
They're
shows.
everywhere.
Those guys go to shows, man. Jameson and
Cameron was at what was our debut?
Yeah,
But-
Cameron was there.
Yeah, Cameron.
But he had a dip because I guess he was gonna go see other shows. Y'all better be on this podcast. You're scheduled. I'm not saying when. Don't dip on me. I'm watching you, Cameron. Crowd kill your shit.
But like
Crowd kill your
Travis.
Trappist? I thought you said Trappist. I'm like, what the
No,
fuck?
Travis from Protozoid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he I always see him at shows, and then the bassist from fuck, I'm bad with names.
You are bad with names.
The bassist from what's that DMX?
DMX.
D.
DMX from Dallas Metal Scene.
No, Texas Death Metal, whatever the fuck that is.
TXDM.
TXDM, that's what it is.
I see John.
Is that what
Demon Seed bassist. I see him at shows.
No, it's the bald bassist from it's not in Tournament, but
Gruesome Fate.
Gruesome Fate, yeah.
You see
I see him at a lot of
Gruesome
shows.
J. Yeah. Shout out Gruesome J.
I see him a lot of shows, which is pretty cool.
But damn, nothing but Metal Showcase. That was fun as fuck. What a great band. Anyway, I think we're gonna wrap it up. But why don't we talk about the song that you just played
Yes.
at our in our fancy
Humble dwellings.
So yeah, go into the song for us, man. Give us like the background of it, what's it about, the ideas that spur within man. Just let loose with it.
Right on. So the song is called Resolve of Babylon.
Badass name.
And really, it was my critiquing of the world around me at the moment, and also, the song itself is kind of just there's so many things that contribute to the evils of the world, and they all come from different aspects. So really, the only way to overcome those is to really just bond together with other people and make sure that there's nothing but either love there or whatever is there, that it can be dealt with diplomatically.
You join as one, and
Yeah.
there's power in numbers.
And whatever we're facing, the majority can overtake the 1% or the whatever. It's just there's so much shit that we could fix as human beings, but we won't.
Yeah,
Or
we
that
don't
we're
stand
not.
together. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many things that are driving us apart that shouldn't be, and it's because people are set in their ways, or there's just people from different generations.
Not flexible or.
Yeah, and it's just so many
If
so
you
many
don't think
things.
my way, it's because you're a shitty person.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and there's no. If there is a context for conversation, things are always taken out of context, or things are misinterpreted, and people are pushing their own agendas.
Or people listen to reply and not
Suff-
listen. So
suff-
listen.
Exactly. That's
Suffering the human condition.
Yeah, there you
Exactly.
go. There you go.
That's where it comes from. Guys, thank you so much for coming on. We greatly appreciate
Thank you for
the
having
music
us.
you make. We greatly appreciate what you do, and it's great to have y'all on. Next time on DFW Metal Mayhem. Oh wait, I'm not going to tell you. Fuck you, it's another band. Alright.
Yeah!
Horns up, motherfuckers!
This song is called Resolve of Babylon.